Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 5 Minute Bitcoin, where we onboard the masses 5 minutes at a time. So you don't have to. Just send them to us. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue with our series on the virtues of Bitcoin, and today we're going to talk about Bitcoin being open source. Open source. What does that mean? Well, the Bitcoin protocol, or software, is open for anyone to see. Additionally, anyone can contribute to developing Bitcoin. In other words, projects like Strike and various other second layer projects that have been developed or that are currently in development are easily plugged into the protocol with Bitcoin because it promotes development by being open source. This means that the way Bitcoin evolves over time is entirely up to the Bitcoin community, which is defined as anyone who holds Bitcoin or has an interest in its future. Bitcoin is the people's money because it's open source. Now, a lot of you guys may not be familiar with that term, open source. It is essentially a computer science term, which means that the coding of the protocol is available for your inspection, your view, and your testing. And there are ways to test the Bitcoin protocol. Why would somebody want to test it? Well, they want to make sure that it's stable. They want to make sure that there are no attack vectors. They want to make sure that there are no backdoors. They want to make sure that a lot of things, and I won't go into the details about the computer science side of it, but Bitcoin has been scrutinized probably more than any other thing ever. Trust me. And that's a funny thing. I said, trust me. You don't have to trust me. You can go verify it yourself because Bitcoin's open source. So, you know what else is open source? A lot of things, because open source means transparency. And there are other projects, wallets, for example, hardware wallets are becoming more increasingly open source. And one of my favorite wallets to use is open source, which means I can scrutinize it. I can verify that it is legitimate because it's transparent and it's information that runs the underlying software on it is available to me to inspect and test. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to my favorite wallet. It is the Keystone wallet. It is air-gapped. It has fingerprint biometrics. It's big, it's robust, it's made out of hardy materials, easy to use. It's not one of those that has the little bitty screen and only has 2 buttons and you've got to navigate sideways and up and down and left and right. No. The Keystone is intuitive, easy to use, even for people who are blind like me. So it's open source, and Bitcoin is open source. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by. If you've gotten any good information from this video or any previous video, I would really love it for you to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and tap that little bell for future updates. And before I go, I'd like to talk to you about, just briefly, I'd like to tell you about a good book. Oh, look at that. I told you I was blind. Thank God for Bitcoin. Great little read, full of insight by some really smart people, one of the authors is a guy named Robert Breedlove. I love him. He's got a great channel. I follow him on X, which is formerly Twitter, and I love it when he speaks at the conferences. And I'll leave a link down in the description on where you can get this book. But just do a general search for "Thank God for Bitcoin." Great little read, ladies and gentlemen. That's my time. I'm Frederick Mann. This is 5 Minute Bitcoin. And I'm going to remind you to dollar cost average, HODL, and self-custody. God bless you.